Schools across our area will be celebrating books and the joy of reading when Nevada Reading Week kicks off on Monday. Courtney Vogt with Spread the Word Nevada joining us now to talk about the importance of this annual tradition and what parents can do to capitalize on this exciting week. Courtney, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having us. We're excited.
Well, Spread the Word Nevada is all about making books more accessible to young kids so that they can increase their reading and their literacy skills. Can you talk about the importance of that?
Yeah, it's so important that kids have access to books. There's still a lot of kids in our community that don't have access to books that are age appropriate for them. So in order for them to have that, we like to provide the books to those kids so that they have a home library, because it's super important that they can pick a book to read and, you know, be excited about reading it as well.
What's Spread the Word Nevada doing for Reading Week?
So we're actually partnering with the Northern Nevada Literacy Council. So it's a bunch of us nonprofits coming together and trying to make a bigger impact. So we're going out to select elementary schools and having volunteer readers come in and share stories with the children.
So a lot of schools are getting in on this. They have Spirit Reading Weeks, they have book fairs. What do parents need to know as we head into this time?
Yeah, just your kids might be coming home with extra books, which is awesome. So building up your library and then just taking the time to read that to them. It's so important to take that 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever you can do to fit it into the schedule on a daily basis is super important. So
I think sometimes we get so busy, you know, with sports and dinner and everything, but you were saying just even a few minutes.
Yeah, yeah. If you can read one story a day to your children, it makes a huge impact. So just take that time maybe before they're going to bed, or a time that's convenient that works for you, and just make it a habit for your family.
And you brought in some books.
Yes.
Some popular books.
Yeah, there's some good titles, and some of these are ones we'll be reading throughout Reading Week as well to some of the classrooms. So I'm sure you might hear about that from your kids when you get home too as well. So.
Do you have any tips for parents who are reading with their kids? It's not simply just opening up a book and reading, right? It's interactive.
Right. Making sure you're asking questions. Sometimes even young children will memorize stories so they can read the story to you. You know, like if you've read it 30 times, they probably have a pretty good idea, so they can kind of tell their story. And even they can look at the pictures and tell stories too. So just engaging with them is super important, and asking questions about the book as well.
And you're all about building up those home libraries so that they can just have access to books whenever they want and reread. How important is it to have books at home?
It is so important. It's been linked to academic success and graduation. So it's really important that they have access to books for future success.
And as you were mentioning before, sometimes even just rereading the same books, it doesn't matter that you've read it before. If it's what they love, that's what matters.
Right. It's going to get them loving reading and interested in reading. And that's why we also want them to have a selection so they can make a choice. So we always tell parents to let them pick the book that they want to read, because that just makes a big impact. And if they're excited about it, they're going to be more likely to do it in the future too. So.
And at Spread the Word Nevada, you get a lot of books donated, and you bring them to school so kids can choose the books that they want to keep.
Yes, we partner with local schools, and we deliver books monthly to those schools, and the facilitators for us help to lay those out so students can pick books to take home. And when we use gently used and new, it gives us a huge selection. So there's nonfiction, fiction, and I'm telling you, kids are interested in so many different things. We hear, somebody wants a book about snakes, or somebody wants Greek mythology, or just different things. So it's good to have a wide selection. So if you have any books at home, we would love to have them donated to us for the program.
And what's the best way for people to donate books?
So the best way is going to be directly at our office. We have a bin. We did also just recently add some bins, and you can find that on our website too. So we have some to make it more convenient throughout the community as well.
And what's your website?
SpreadTheWordNevada.org.
Cool. Thanks so much, Courtney.
Yes, thank you.
We'll be right back.